Digital romance TV.
Hey there, this is Emily Ann Weber from Digital Romance TV. Welcome, and I hope you had a wonderful Thanksgiving and a great start to your holidays. You know, there are a lot of differences in men and women, and some of those differences cause a little stress in our relationship. And one of the differences is in the way men and women talk and listen to each other. So today in this short video, if you'll hang in here with me for 3 or 4 minutes, I'm going to give you ladies three simple ways or three simple things you can do to kind of help make sure our man and your man hears what we have to say. Because if we feel like he doesn't hear us, we get frustrated, and then he's frustrated because we're frustrated, and it just causes all kinds of problems. So one of the things I would love for you to know about men is, and they would love for you to know about them, is men tend to listen in straight lines. They don't talk and they don't listen like we do. They're very focused. They go from point A to point B. And a lot of times women, me included, we talk over the river and through the woods and around the corner, and we have all this imagery and all these emotions, and we talk with our hands, and then men kind of go, what? And they tune out. So that's frustrating to you. It's frustrating to me when it happens to me and my husband, but it's also frustrating to our men because they don't get it. Science proves that men have an attention span of about 5 minutes, and women have an attention span of about 15 minutes. So if you are still talking at minute 6, you have lost him. So here are 3 ways to help kind of maybe ensure that he will hear you and listen to you a little better. Hopefully, so try them. Anyway, let me know what you think. So the first one is get to the bottom line right off the bat. You know, we women tend to do all this explanation and all this talk about how we felt before we give him the bottom line, which is either our question or our request or what we want to say. Give him the bottom line first. Then he can hear you, because our men are problem solvers. They're listening for the problem for them to solve for us, even though that might not really be what we're doing. But still, so he can hear you, give him the bottom line first. The second thing is timing with a man when you talk to him is everything. And what I mean by that is, once again, like I said, men are straight line thinkers and straight line talkers. So if they are busy doing something, for instance, if they're working on the computer or working on something, they are totally focused on what they're doing. And if you come in and ask him a question or say something, he might you, but he really hasn't heard you, because he needs to give you his total focus. And so wait until he is not working on that thing that's important to him, even if it's a television show sometimes, and then talk to him. And this is something I have learned over the years. Another good way to get his full attention is talk to him after you've given him a good meal and after you've made love with him, because then he is all about you and his attention's on you and he can hear you. And the third thing is, when you talk to him, assume that he's processing what you said, that he has heard you, and he's not just ignoring you. And I admit, I sometimes just jump because I feel like my husband Charlie hasn't heard me. So assume that he's processing and give him a little while. Give him a little wiggle room to process it before we jump right in. You know, I am such a believer in that marriages and relationships can be easier. And I want that for you. I want us all to have easier, happier love lives and relationships. And so leave your comments below if you have comments of what I said. I'd love for you to try it, because I love to hear you try things and tell me if they work or don't work. Oh, and one more thing. And this is so easy, we tend to forget it, about getting our men to listen to us. Ask him to listen to you. Simply say, I need to talk to you and I want you to listen. And you'd be surprised how often that simple thing works. Now, fellas, what we want you to know is, when we feel like you hear us, when we feel heard, we feel loved, and we feel special. And that really turns on all the romance and romantic feelings we have towards you. So give us a little listen. Make sure that we know that you've heard us. Y'all have a wonderful holiday. Go out and love each other and make each other happy and be special to each other. And I am wishing you all the love and romance that your hearts can hold. See you soon.
If you want to understand men better than they understand themselves, go to digitalromance.tv/secret to watch a special presentation where Michael Fiore explains the weird psychology of men and what men need to truly commit to a woman.